What's happening, people? Day after birthday. Just want to talk to y'all about some shit, man. Want to talk to y'all about opposite gender friends and the reason why that shit really can't exist. I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm not saying that you can't be friends with the opposite gender, but I'm explaining why you really can't truly be friends with the opposite gender. I'm also going to talk about all this complaining about women and men and why you should never have to complain about a woman or man. I guess I'll just start there. I hear a lot of stuff about men who want multiple women or little boys and this or that. Okay. Maybe not. My question is this, once again. Why are you complaining or worried about those guys? If you so much on a high horse of grown man, remember you say little boys want multiple women. Okay, so why don't you just pick a grown man? You know why they won't do that? Because in all reality, they're still little girl minded when it comes to men. That's why they still want to pick the so-called little boys instead of just picking a man that wants one woman. How hard is that? See, they want to change people, and it proves that women and men are both guilty of this. They want to change people into what they want them to be instead of who people really are. And that's why you see the complaining. Imagine me saying, these girls want little boys. Or these girls who talk to multiple men are little girls. Even if that is true, why the fuck would I care about them? See, you could no longer feel sorry for women and men who like the wrong people anymore, because every day it gets exposed more and more that they purposely do this. And I say purposely because they have the choice to just leave them alone and pick somebody who's not like that. But this kind of makes you a little boy or girl, or you a bad woman or man, if it hasn't already. Why? Because the more you keep trying to change women and men, the more you're going to get destroyed by playing in the dirt. You play in dirt, you're going to get dirty. You play in dirt, you're going to get dirty. So you ultimately destroy yourself as a woman or man by trying to change women and men and worried about women and men that aren't supposedly grown or good like y'all say. Like people say, should I say. It doesn't make sense. Why are you worried about the guy that wants multiple women when there's millions of other men that don't? It don't make sense. Problem is, you're looking at the woman who picked the wrong guy, and now she's hurt. And she probably knew that the dude probably wanted that in the first place. And the same thing with y'all dudes. Same thing with the dudes, man. These girls are for everybody, blah, blah, blah. You probably already knew before you chose the girl what it was, man. But instead of picking the right woman, I'm just going to pick this one and try to mold her and change her. Or I think I'm different than the rest. I think I'm an exception to the rule. Nobody's an exception to the rule of this game of love. Nobody. Once you understand that, you won't put yourself in positions that you know you aren't any different than the next motherfucker to. Problem is, y'all want to be different, and you think that you're different. So when you deal with somebody that you know is not good, you think it's going to be a different outcome. It's no different than this. This ain't just with single people. This is with people who actually in relationships too. What do? They keep complaining about the so-called girl or guy that they're with instead of just leaving them alone. Ain't no way I'm going to do that, man. And sometimes they be complaining about a woman or man that really ain't even bad for real. It's just that they want a person to be what they want them to be. And that's a problem. You should never want somebody to be what you want them to be. Unless, of course, you pick somebody who's already what you want them to be, which is the whole point of how you're supposed to do this shit. If I pick a woman that don't drink and drive and all this other shit, I ain't got to say much. So we ain't going to be bumping heads much. But if I pick a woman who does this shit that I don't want to do, now I'm arguing. Why you wearing that? Why you drinking and driving? A woman, why won't you get up for work and get off of 2K? Blah, blah, blah. Why do y'all deal with motherfuckers you got to coach and teach and raise like they're kids? If they aren't what you want, why the fuck are you dealing with them? Goes back to the title, love me or leave me alone. Like, love them or leave them the fuck alone if they're not what you want. They're going to be what they want to be, whether they right or wrong. Let people be what they want to be. Stop trying to change people. And stop letting people try to change you. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. This male-female friend shit, though, the reason why I say it doesn't exist, it's not because I don't believe that two people can be just genuine friends and not really want to mess around or nothing like that. I believe that that's possible. But the problem is this. I have female friends that I can't talk to because they got boyfriends. I can't call them up, hey, I need help with this or that. At heart, they're still my friends. Maybe some I might have messed around with at one point. But I would, if I had a choice, if I couldn't be with them, I would just be their friend. But I can't. They're not allowed to text me. They're not allowed to say happy birthday to me. They're not allowed to even speak to me half the time. Why? Because they got a boyfriend. And you think I'm the only one that happens to? No. It happens all over the globe. When a person gets a girlfriend or boyfriend, they're not going to like the idea of somebody been friends with their girlfriend or boyfriend like that. It's not ideal, man. It's simply not. Whether you are insecure or not, it's just not ideal. Nobody truly wants their woman or man to be friends with a motherfucker that's the opposite gender. They just really don't want it. Even if I had a girlfriend and she did that shit, I wouldn't stop her from doing it, but you wouldn't convince me deep down inside that that's all they are. It's just not going to happen. In the back of my mind, I'm going to always wonder, what if, or whatever. Anything's possible type shit. I wouldn't stop it, though. Because, again, I'm not trying to make somebody be what they're not. You want to be friends with him instead of with me? All right, and then I'm going to go find friends, too. Don't get mad. But it's the truth, man. You could have female friends or male friends, and then when they get with somebody, they can't be your friend no more. You can't call them up when you need them or something. You might just need somebody to talk to. Can't even do it. Because they got a girlfriend or boyfriend that's insecure or just simply don't want them to talk to other people or something. Some dudes don't even want a girl to look at another guy. It's the fucking truth. It's sad. They're going to lose that girl, by the way. I don't know if a woman would lose a man, but I know the man is going to lose the woman by doing that shit. By don't talk to him and don't look at him, because the woman is going to feel like, maybe I can do better. Maybe there is something better. Furthermore, most females don't even want to be a friend. Well, I'm going to say men more. Don't even want to be a friend with somebody unless they're attracted to them. No man is just running around, I just want to be friends with women. Nah, that's not what it is. Why would he do that? I think my battery might be dying. I'm kind of glad I caught that shit. Why would a man do that when he could simply be friends with a woman that he can have sex with and shit? I'm sorry, but that's just the reality of it. I don't deal with fiction on this page. I can't. Go somewhere else, you want fiction. Reality is, no. Why would a man hang around you just to be friends when he can hang around a woman, and even if they just friends, but he can still mess with her or whatever, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Period. And no woman is just being a friend with no man unless there's something in it for her too. Even if it's just attention. Because I hear a lot of females saying men who need multiple women are little boys. Well, women who need attention from multiple men are little girls then. Because it's no different than a man using a woman for sex when you use a man for attention. Why? Because attention to a woman is like sex to a man. You're not talking to them other guys. I know the truth. That's why a lot of men get used for attention from women, because they don't know. They don't understand. She just used you for your attention. She just basically used you for sex. Translation. Equivalent. When a man uses the woman for sex, it's the same thing when a woman uses you for attention, because it has equal value in a woman's world, basically. Yeah, they like sex like men, but the attention is where it's up there with sex. It ain't like that with men, for most men, but it is with women. They want attention. Period, point blank. So before you say that about these men, make sure you're not a woman on Facebook getting attention, especially some got boyfriends and everything. Still on Facebook, trying to get attention from motherfuckers. Still hitting up men that you knew that wanted you just to see if they still want you. All that type of shit. It's the same fucking thing. You're getting off by getting attention, just like a man will get off sleeping with multiple women. It's the same fucking thing. Stop playing with me. Anyways, it's hard to be a friends with opposite gender once they get boyfriends. And I understand it, but I'm just pointing out the facts. You could literally just want to be a friend with a woman and have her in your life, and you can't. If she got a boyfriend, you can't speak to her. You can't say nothing to her. She can't look at you. It's wild, but it's the truth. Let's say I had a flat. God forbid, because I definitely don't want no flat. And I hit up a so-called female friend. You think her boyfriend gonna be, oh, all right, I'll take you over there. Only way is if, like, it's couples. But we all know what happens when that shit happens usually. Somebody ends up fucking somebody, so whatever, man. I'm just giving y'all the real, man. It's the sad truth. I got a lot of female friends from a distance. Can't be friends with them no more. They got boyfriends. They're not allowed to speak, not allowed to text, none of that. And truth be told, I probably would do the same thing if I had a girlfriend, to be honest. That's why I'm not friends with exes like that. I don't speak to them and shit. I would if I seen them. But I don't make it a point to keep them around and shit. No point. Because I already know what time it is, man. Even if it's innocent, still doesn't matter. It rubs people the wrong way, man. It just does. And y'all could say it's insecure or whatever. Some people aren't insecure. They just know what time it is when it comes to this shit 99.9% of the time. You know what I mean? But y'all got to get in this love me or leave me alone attitude, man, because I know I spoke earlier about how people need to just accept people for who they are. Well, people also got to accept you for who you are, too. You know what I mean? And a lot of times, that's why sometimes people are just being selfish and want people to be who the fuck they want them to be. And that's why you're hearing the complaining about these men won't stop doing this or that. But then sometimes it be some legit shit. But either way, let's just say it's some legit shit that a person is asking someone to do, and they're not willing to do it. Well, then they just don't want to be with you, I guess. Because if you're asking for legitimate shit, why would they have any problem doing it? But on the other hand, why are you picking somebody that you gotta ask certain shit for? Shouldn't you be looking? Ain't that part of the process of deciding whether you're gonna be with somebody or not? Seeing if they do stuff you like or agree with as a person. Nobody want to do that though. Everybody just want to pick somebody they like for their lustful reasons, and then they want to mold that person into who they want them to be. Good luck with that shit. That's almost impossible. Half the people can't even make themselves do shit that they don't want to do. So you're going to try to do it? Stop. Say that shit again. Some people do shit that they don't even want to do themselves, and they still can't stop doing it, like eating bad or smoking or drinking or something like that. Now you want to come in and try to make them be what you want them to be when they can't even, when they're struggling to try to be the person they want to be themselves. Come on. This is the importance of picking somebody that's already who they are. Nobody want to do that though, especially females. They want to pick men they got to mold. I'm going to complain until I'm dead about bad boys when there's good men all over the earth. It don't make sense. Same thing with dudes. Why are you complaining about them bad women? I told you over and over again. Ignore the bad bitches. Who cares what she look like? There's women that look just as good as her that are good women. There's good women who look just as good as her, should I say. Why you worry about that bad bitch? Why? You're just as guilty as the females. Men always complain and talk about how women choose the bad, wrong motherfucker, and y'all men turn around and do the same shit. Gotta stop doing that. Gotta realize you gotta realize whether you're a woman or a man, you gotta realize the error in women and men's choices when it comes to women and men, and then apply it to you. So you don't make the same errors. I'm not gonna say, well, women like men who don't pay them attention and ignore them and flake on them. Then I chase a woman that's flaking and ignoring me. That's stupid. That's stupidity. A lot of times the women are doing that because of attraction. And so are men. So fuck attraction. If the woman's not the right person. Or if you're a woman, fuck attraction if he's not the right person. Who cares? That attraction shit ain't gonna mean nothing at the end of the day if he's not the right person. She fine as hell, but I caught her with my partner. I guess it doesn't matter how fine she is now, does it? Nope. It just doesn't make sense, man. If they don't want to act right, you gotta leave them alone, man, and love yourself. Too many people are scared to just be alone and love themselves. But more than likely, you're probably going to be alone because of that. Because your desperation is the reason why you're still with that narcissist or chose the narcissist in the first place. When really, by rule, you should be single right now. Because you done broke up with somebody. They cheated, whatever happened. They called you out your name, whatever happened. By rule, you should be single, but you're not because you're scared to be alone. So it's just going to destroy you. By the time you're done, you're not even going to be able to love somebody else. Holding on to a burning pot too damn long is just going to burn your fucking hand away. The longer you hold that motherfucker, the worse that hand going to get. Same thing when you hold on to the wrong motherfucker. Same thing. You're not an exception to the rule. Too many people want to be that exception to the rule, like I said earlier. The rules apply to everybody when it comes to the game of so-called love. There's no person exempt from this shit, man. It all applies. If he's a deadbeat to these kids before he met you, why would you have a kid with him? Why would you even deal with him? You think you're different. Oh, attraction. Man, who cares about attraction? Matter of fact, shouldn't you, if you really want to go off of attraction, you shouldn't be attracted to that. Like, he doesn't take care of his kids before the ones he got now. That's unattractive. See, people's attraction is their problem. They don't even, their attraction is not even correct. They don't even analyze it and make sure that they actually attracted to the right shit. They just still stuck in elementary attraction mode. Never tweaked they shit at all. Never took time to sit back and, why do I like this? Or why should I like this? Or why don't I like that? And why shouldn't I like that? Or this or that. They never sat back and did that shit, man. They just kept rolling with the elementary shit. Just a older version of it. So to the opposite gender, they gotta love you or leave you alone, man. You can't be my friend because you got a girlfriend or boyfriend. I guess it's over. We're just not friends anymore. Cause I really can't be your friend unless he hurts you or unless she is acting up. Now he want to hit you up. That's not a friend. Friend gonna hit you up regardless to see how you doing, whether they have a boyfriend or not, or girlfriend or not. But that's rarely followed. Most of your opposite gender friends only hit you up when they're going through it with their girlfriend or boyfriend. And even if they are legitimate friends, it's probably going to rub the partner the wrong way. Like, he or she likes this person too much. I don't like that. So whether they are legitimate friends or not, it's like a catch-22. When I say legitimate friends, what I mean is whether they say fuck my girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm still gonna be your friend. It's just gonna cause problems with the relationship with the person they're with. So it's not gonna really work out any fucking way. With y'all, you're gonna have to let that friend go. And as far as people not acting right or being who you want them to be, you're going to have to let that shit go. That love me or leave me alone, the shit applies the opposite way too. Not just for you, not just you saying love me or leave me alone. Nah, you need to see it that way too. Love them or leave them the fuck alone. If they not who the fuck you want. Plain and simple. Plain and simple, man. Stop trying to mold people. And don't let people mold you into somebody you're not. Plain and simple, man. Like the boy Jay-Z said, love me or leave me alone. That's all I got to say. I'm out.